are here.
Blessed
Of
to be
course,
here.
we're here to celebrate and here to enjoy life as well. For our viewers, non-Haitians, they need to know more about you, especially the love of music, the love, every single songs that you have related to love, related to passion for music. Tell us more about your career, how you started in the Haitian music industry.
So, first of all, again, thank you for having me, and thank you, Pierre, again, for having me here. I've been singing for a long time, from when I was born. And really and truly, I started in the American sector. And however, I still had major Haitian influences, Zin, Lacol, Risque. So these people definitely were influential in me growing up, still focusing on the American sector. And come the pandemic, it was just like, okay, Natalie, what truly drives your passion? What, you've done the American thing, but what has still stayed deeply embedded in you? It has always been the Haitian music, being a Haitian American. So I'm like, all right, girl, you can do this. You got it. And I think it's interesting for Haitian Americans like myself to take a shot in this industry, because we've got many people who are ahead of us. But, let's go and attack it.
And I love the way you're merging Creole, Haitian Creole, and English as well, because there's a huge fan base into Haitian Americans now trying to understand the compa, trying to understand the passion, the love that you are expressing in your songs as well. So it's not by accident, it's by choice that you choose to engage with that particular audience.
Take it there, see where it brings me.
Wow. You have a major hit going on out there. A lot of fans, especially women, Haitian American women, they are in love with that song.
Thank you.
It's about love for music. Tell us more about that mega hit.
So my recently released song is called Nature of Love. It was produced by Tiawold. I went in there, Tiawold and I, we got together, and I was like, Tiawold, this is what I hear. This is what I want to, this is the sound that I want to go with. And I really thank him for allowing me. First of all, Tiawold is a maestro. He's a beast in everything that he does. So thank you for holding me down. For him giving me the wiggle room to be creative and know what I wanted to, the direction that I wanted to go with the song. Nature of Love, as it's called. It's just about being in love in all elements: water, fire, rain, dust, earth. So we implemented all of these ideas, and then it gave me my baby, our baby, Nature of Love.
And now the baby that is sharing to the world, Nature of Love.
Yeah.
What's next for Natalie? I know you're always in studio, constantly working. What is next?
So this has definitely been an amazing journey for me. The opportunity to work with artists behind the scene. I still do like gigs and things for other people, but in this last wave of my music, it's definitely been a learning experience. I look up to all the people who are all the artists who are ahead of me, learning the do's and don'ts, and this next wave, I've definitely incorporated everything that I've learned in the past. I've got mentorships from major people who you may know. Thank you to all of you. You know who you are.
Yes.
So just in applying everything and just coming around with it differently, and hoping that the new artists, hoping to open a door for the newer artists that are trying to get into the HMI, Haitian Americans. We have our Haitians, thank you. But for Haitian Americans, hopefully through my journey, it can open a door, just a crack, to see, to show our influencers that we do appreciate the artistry and how they have helped us.
I can guarantee you that we will keep on watching your progress, and we'll keep on sharing your work as well with the audience, not only Haitians, as you mentioned, but Haitian Americans as well around the world. Natalie Augustine, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have social media, please follow her and go on to see her, songs that she has outside and how she's progressing right now. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll show you more Haitian artists doing great things in the Haitian music industry, but also around the world. Stay with us. you for staying with us here. Now joining us, another mega star. When I say mega star, I'm talking about a music artist, a composer, but also a humanitarian that is carrying Haiti deep in his heart, the one and only Mika Ben. Thank you so much for staying here with us here in New York.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you. It's always a pleasure to meet you. I know this is the first time meeting face to face. And you know, before we started that interview, we got to know each other better. So it's a pleasure, man. You know,
I have to say, I am truly a fan of yours, of your dad. This is like a family of musicians. I introduce you as well as a humanitarian because deep in your heart, whether you do music, but you are also on the ground caring about Haiti. Haiti's been going through so much. The first earthquake in 2010, now another major earthquake. You spoke about Haiti. You keep talking about Haiti at a national, international level. I wanted to ask you, when that second earthquake hit Haiti, we are almost a month after that earthquake. How did you receive the news?
Oh man, it was a big shock for everybody, for the world, not just us Haitians, for everybody, but especially us, because that's the second time in less than 12 years. So it's like, wow, how worse is it gonna get? When do we catch a break? But at the end of the day, I know Haiti is a resilient. Haitians are a very resilient people. I do, my condolences to everybody who's lost lives, family, people they knew, friends or property, it's a very unfortunate situation, but, we can once again see the will to get together and do something for Haiti. And I just hope that it's not going to be something that's going to be just temporary, just for emergency, bringing relief to Haiti, doing fundraisers to bring emergency funds. It's got to be something more long term. So I just hope that this time we learn the lesson and we figure out that, at this point, we all need to think about Haiti, like everybody, all the different sectors, political, artistic, commercial, name it, legal. We all got to think Haiti. We don't have to. We should stop thinking what's in it for me, but what's in it together for Haiti.
And most importantly, together we are stronger, and that's what our ancestors said as well. Together there's strength. And what I like about you is you always thinking about long term for Haiti. Even in music, your songs are timeless. The genre you're using, whether you're singing French and Creole and English, also transcend to all the generations, sending messages of strength to the Haitians, but also to people around the world. You have a new song that is making waves outside. It's time to ring.
Right.
Fais l'appli. Mega hit. Tell me about the inspiration behind that song. Not only you're also a singer in the song, but you're also the composer. From A through Z, this is your baby.
Yeah, well, I've been doing this for a long time now, for 20 years. So, I know the ins and outs, the loopholes. I can pretty much know what's gonna hook onto the audience or not. So, sometimes those songs just come about every, I don't know, maybe 10 years. That you have this inspiration and just like, whoa, okay, that's a big one. I'm blessed. It's a blessing. I'm grateful for that inspiration from the Creator, who's always been blessing me with great music, great melodies, great, the right words every time. So I made this song. It's, sometimes a lot of people think maybe everything that all the songs that artists write are like, something that they've lived, like it was like a true story, but no. A lot of times just like us just like going in our minds and our imaginations and creating that scene, and creating that ambiance and that vibe, and we get words, we get slogans, we get sentences, bits here and there, and but fais l'appli in Creole, it means make it drip, and everybody knows what drip means in that sense. It's like, it's a very sensual song, but it's not graphic. It's rated it's rated PG. The words are rated PG. So I encourage everybody to go check it out on my YouTube channel, by the way. So youtube.com/mikaben. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can go check it out. And there's plenty other songs as well, especially "Marry Me." Remember when "Marry Me" came out? You interviewed me about
"Marry Me" as another. You keep making hits after hits, but not only for you, but you are also a great composer for other artists. I want to know, how do you, that diversity that you have in you, whether from compa love, from hard compa, from reggae, jazz, and whether you're playing the song of the streets, that diversity is so important, and you are bringing it to the Haitian music industry, not only for you, for other artists. How do you feel when you have a hit that is just so great for all the artists that you compose?
Oh yeah, it's a great feeling because, we're not making music for ourselves. We're making music for an audience. We're making music to please our fans. So this is the end goal. So if the fans are happy, we're happy. And if the artist that I wrote the song for is being successful thanks to the song, then I'm proud because I know that I contributed to the success, and it goes on. So it's always a pleasure for me to write, to work with other artists, especially the younger artists, because I've been where they are now. I know what it takes, especially in the Haitian music industry, where there's no, they don't value the artists. We don't get paid. There's no copyright, so it's super difficult for us to, thrive as artists. But I'm very optimistic about that part of everything, because we're working on, putting this as a structure in Haiti, because, art and music especially should be one of the biggest money makers for Haiti. So, it's about time that, that paradigm change. And
I know that we're running out of time, but what I like truly about you is your personality, your easygoing, your appreciation for life, and how you help so many artists to be also on the platform of the Haitian music industry or the places. I wanted to really salute you on that. I know family is deep to you as well.
Yeah.
Your father is an icon to the Haitian music industry, but you are also a role model by showcasing your family on social media, telling you how important it is for your family to be around your kids. What is the message would you send to Haitian men to be great father to their kids?
Well, to be honest, I think it's just to be honest, I think that was just given to me by my mom and dad. It's nothing that there's no math behind that. It's just natural. It's authentic. So I don't know if anybody is gonna catch my behavior as a message or a lesson, but that's just how I am, and it's nothing. I'm just doing it because I love my family. I'm not doing it because I want to teach the world anything. But if they learn from it, that's a good thing, So I'm blessed to have my family, my wife, my kids. My firstborn, he's gonna turn 11 this month, and my daughter, who's turning 4 months old this month. So it's a blessing. So. Wow. And of course my mom and dad and siblings as well.
Blessings to you and the whole family. We are so proud of the work that you are doing, and so proud of your father, your mom as well, of raising a genius, should I say, for not only the Haitian community, but to the world, because what you are giving is not only to the Haitian community, but it's to the world. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll tell you much more about the Haitian music industry, but most importantly, another artist, yes, another one that is also making hits. We'll be right back. welcome back to another segment. Joining us now is one and only Olivier Judah. What's up, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a pleasure to be here.
I have been looking forever to have you on set, interview you, but I know time is always not on our side.
Yes, it is. But, finally, we made it happen.
Yeah.
Right?
I love watching you on air as well. You have your own TV show that you do.
I do.
You are also a composer. You're also a singer.
Yes, sir.
When you're on stage, the girls are going crazy. What is it, man? I'm trying to get your same haircut, but they still not coming to me.
Listen, some people are trying to grow their hair. Mine is still here, so I'm trying to have fun with it as much as I can.
Wow, it feels so great to have you. The energy that you're sharing, the positive energy, like I said, on stage, whatever you do, the diversity of you. Like, people sometimes they see you as a singer, but when I see you on air, as a host, and then you do different things. Talk to me about that positivity, that energy that you have when you wake up on a day, on the morning, and say to yourself, you know what, I want to make it a great day.
Well, I guess it's something I learned growing up. You attract what you think about, what you imagine, and all these things. So I figured, you know what, as positive as I can be, so as positive as it's going to come to me. So that's how and let's be honest, when you're around people, you don't want to bring anyone down. The best thing that you can do is put positivity there, and people follow you. So I figured that's the best way to be.
Yeah, and people follow you because I think when you share great positive energy, then you become a leader, which you are as well to the Haitian community.
Yes.
Let's talk about music. At a very young age, you start doing music, and you're still doing music. Is music sometimes what take you out of trouble?
Actually, it's put me in trouble. It's put me in trouble many times, class, singing in class and all that. But growing up, I had my mom that really pushed me. She really pushed me into music. My dad wasn't really a fan. My dad was a typical, lawyer, doctor. You have to be one of those things. So my mom was the one, like, every time, music was playing, she would see me singing. And I would sing without even noticing. So after a while, she would be like, hey, do you want me to put you in, piano lessons and guitar lessons or something like that? But, I had brothers. Everybody was playing soccer, basketball. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna stick to sports. But, as I always say, I think it's a God-given gift. It's not something that I really necessarily worked to get as far as singing or composing or anything of the sort. I got to a point where I met with Mika Ben, and he was actually getting into music professionally, whereas I was still, college and school and stuff like that. I was really doing the business side of things, following my dad's, advice, and then, started performing with him on stage, doing background vocals, and then you would be like, yo, you want to sing a song by yourself? Like, try it. Wow. And I went into that, and then I just fell in love with just singing in general, not just being on stage or, having the fame or whatever, but just singing in general. So I fell in love with that, and from then on, I got into T-Vice, and then I did That's It, and I still do music with Mika till this day. He's my brother, so I just love music.
And it comes to you naturally. You can tell when you are on stage, the way you sing, the way you connect with the audience. Because I think that's one of the key things to do, right? Is how you connect with your audience. You have a particular audience, and how you connect with it. I want to find some secrets in how you do it.
I wouldn't say I have something in particular. It's just a vibe. It's just a vibe, and I think it's the same for me when I'm making music. It's a vibe that comes. It's not just I'm sitting here trying to think, okay, what should I do? What should I do? What should I? It just comes, and then boom, I write something. Boom, a melody comes. Boom, it just comes to me, and it's the same on stage. So when you're singing on stage and you're vibing with it, I feel like for example, it's like I start to like move, and then people start to like, hey, okay, and they start getting.
It's like a wave, so you move.
It's a wave. It's a vibe. You just.
Energy.
It's the energy. You just grab people with you with your energy, and I think that's what works for me. It's not just hey, you got to do this. Oh, leve do me one le. No, if you feel like it, if the song is giving you that vibe, then I want you to do it with me at the same time. So it's just a whole vibe thing.
Wow. And if there's one thing that I really like about you, Oliver, is by bringing the other side of Haiti. Unfortunately, most of the time on the news, we see Haiti when there's an earthquake, when there's a hurricane, the other side, the countries, the political turmoil. But you, through music and through a TV show, you're always bringing the other side of Haiti through music, the beauty of Haiti, the countryside.
Yes.
It's not a very easy job, but you do it well. So thank you so much for doing that as well. You have a new song out there now?
Yes,
Tell me about
I
it.
do. I have a new song called Moins Vle. I just put it out a month ago, like the 1st of August. So it's been doing pretty good. The people are loving it, and it's simply about, showing someone love, and then you're getting something in return, but you're not sure exactly what it is, and you don't know where you're standing. So if you check out the video on my page, of course, Oli Duet on YouTube, so you'll see the video, and it's a good compas song.
Yeah, I love that because most of the time through love, we want something. Moins Vle, I want something.
Yes,
but
yes.
we never expect to, something in return. But now having that little, like taste into it with
giving
that
you a little
compas.
something, you're like, okay, am I gonna get it back or not? What's going on? So if you watch the video, you see exactly what I'm saying. It's a pretty cool song.
Always by bringing the beauty of Haiti, which I really like.
Yes,
And how you
my
work.
co-star Tico, beautiful black woman. Like, you'll see the video, you understand what I'm saying.
And I truly invite all our viewers to go watch the video as well and learn the song and support the artist.
Yes.
I want to talk about the Haitian music industry facing so many difficulties. How would you feel if now they're tackling the copyright problems that is dealing?
I think when we're speaking about the HMI, the Haitian music industry, the one thing I think we need to start with is the copyrights. If we're able to bring in the copyrights in Haiti, where when the music plays in Haiti, people actually get paid, I think that would bring so much in the art that is going on in Haiti. Because think about it, we have so many people doing music, doing paintings, and all that's art in general, but monetarily, nothing really is going on. For example,
So you're telling me you are spending days, sometimes many nights in studio producing a song,
and then
they
shooting
play
a
that in
video,
Haiti.
putting your money out, and all these things. But when that song gets to Haiti, whether video or the song itself, if it plays, we get nothing. So the Haitian artist, to really get paid, has to perform live. That's how we really get paid.
Or you get paid outside by downloading in iTunes.
Exactly, that's outside. But the playing in Haiti, you get nothing at all.
Wow,
That's a tough. And I think the problems that have been going on with the Haitian music industry, if that is fixed, it'll solve a whole lot of issues.
Yeah. Obviously, artists, they are working hard and spending days, nights in studio to get paid. And that is a very sad story, side part. But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to bring the happiness with the Haitian comedian. That guy, he is so funny. Well, we switch from English to Creole, but sometimes I don't understand what he's saying. Sometimes I do. Well, we get a laugh. Let's take a quick break.